For all his sons and his daughters won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of they father, bloodthirstiest of our nation. Not for living water, waiting to put that work in. Hamashiach give us that order, prepare slaughter. For all his sons and his daughters won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of they father, bloodthirstiest of our nation. Not for living water, waiting to put this work in. Hamashiach give us that order.
Okay, so what did Ezekiel say?
Read it.
Verse 4.
He read it.
Verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
We have to speak these things, whether they hear or forbear. Read.
For they are a rebellious house.
Go ahead.
Yet shall they know that there hath been a prophet among them.
Read.
And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them. Neither be afraid of their words.
Read.
Their bearers and their thorns be with thee.
Don't be afraid of their words. Why would anybody be afraid of the words of the rebellious, impudent, stiff-necked children that Ezekiel was going to speak unto? Because most of the time, or more than likely, their words was going to be contrary to the words Ezekiel was going to speak, which was, thus saith God, the Lord. Don't be afraid of them. Even if they speak contrary to it, don't be afraid. Stand boldly and continue to speak unto them the words of God. So this is the point. Ezekiel goes down to just to start to explain to them how rebellious they are and how the judgment is going to come upon them.
Is like, well, what else did Ezekiel teach?
Yeah, he went down and started speaking about how rebellious they were and how if they did not turn from those things, that they were going to continue to receive punishment and judgment. And that he also gave them an opportunity that if they did turn from it, the rewards and the blessings that they would get for it.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we're all one people, even though they're.
No, I know that's what you're trying to say. I'm saying that's not thus saith the Lord.
Let me finish.
You've already said this, Felipe.
Brother, let me finish. You're interrupting me.
I know, because you've already said it. You're being what we call redundant.
No, man, I have more to say to it.
Okay.
I have more to add to it. It's not the same.
Are you going to tell me thus saith the Lord, or are you going to tell me thus saith Felipe?
No.
I would like for you to bring out a Bible verse, and feel free to go into the Book of Mormon if you like.
Listen, what you guys are saying.
Give me something.
Listen. Ezekiel went down to do what? You said.
To speak thus saith the Lord.
To bring them back from their rebellious ways, right?
He went down to speak thus saith the Lord, to bring them warning.
That if they don't conform,
to give them warning.
If they don't come back to their previous, isn't that what you guys said? If they stop being rebellious.
I understand.
Yeah, right?
I understand. To give them warning, like without getting into specifics.
What was the warning? What was the warning?
That destruction was coming.
If what?
Nothing. Destruction was coming.
Okay, why was destruction coming?
Because of their rebellion.
Okay, and why did God send Ezekiel down there to tell them that danger is coming and that they're going to be destroyed?
He sent Ezekiel down there to give Israel warning. That's literally what Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, is going to talk about.
So he gave him the warning, and that was his purpose. That was it.
To go and give them warning.
That was
Can I show you something?
That was all Ezekiel.
Deuteronomy 32.
That was all Ezekiel's purpose, was to go down there and give them warning.
You just read it.
Okay, I'm asking
Speak
yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
God. Now, again, now I'm going to ask you a question. Can you show us, thus saith the Lord, that we are all one because God created us? Or anything like it?
Okay, but my question is...
Come on, man. You asked me a question. I answered. I asked you one. You don't answer it.
Because I can't move forward because I'm still stuck in our past, because I'm not understanding the past conversation yet. So if I don't understand the past conversation, I can't continue on.
What conversation do you think we're on right now?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is like I'm stuck back here because
where you? Tell me where you're stuck.
Why Ezekiel went down there.
But do you realize you made the statement before we even read Ezekiel? So if you're stuck on something, you can't be stuck on Ezekiel. We got to go back to your statement, in which I'm stuck on.
Because we were just talking about it 2 seconds.
Deuteronomy. Let's go to Moses.
No, wait.
Deuteronomy chapter 32.
All right, man.
Wait. You said I can't interrupt?
Wait.
That's what the hell you've been doing the whole time you've been up here, Felipe.
You just said that you
bring it out.
Because I'm trying to understand.
Wait. We have a witness. Did he say he understood what Ezekiel was saying? This is Felipe, man.
Okay, listen, wait a minute.
Meet Felipe.
Hang on.
Bring it out.
What you're doing is gaslighting me.
Wait.
Gaslighting, bro.
What's gaslighting?
Is you're trying to say, oh, this is him.
No, meet Felipe. He's seen you. All I did was say, meet Felipe. He has seen what you've been doing. I didn't tell him anything.
Okay.
All I did was say, see what we've been dealing with Felipe? All I've done is put a name to the behavior. Bring it out. I know what gaslighting is trying to say, making somebody feel crazy about something that they feel.
Exactly.
You clearly just said you understand something, so I can't make you feel crazy to say you understood it.
Okay,
bring
but
it
if
out.
I'm stuck somewhere,
Deuteronomy
and you're trying to
chapter
move forward,
32.
I'm not gonna be able
We're
to
bringing
move
out thus
forward.
said. We're bringing out thus said the
I'm
Lord.
not
You
gonna
keep
be
trying to
able
tell us
move
thus said
forward
Felipe,
with
and
you
we don't want
guys
to hear
if
it.
I don't understand.
We don't want to hear thus said Felipe. Listen to thus said the Lord, and you'll get the understanding.
And
Bring it
verse
out.
8, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance,
God, who you say we are all one in, he divided to the nations their inheritance. Read.
when he separated the sons of Adam,
You said earlier, based off of what you heard us say, that we are all one because we all come from Adam. But God turns around and says he separated the sons of Adam. So how are we now all one if he says that we are separated in Adam?
Because you said sons of
Separation is not one.
Adam. No, but you said sons of Adam. Like I said, if your father had brothers, are you guys not from the same sack?
Do you understand that we're not arguing? Do you understand that we're not
feel me?
arguing?
Are you
Our
guys not from the
position,
same sack?
Felipe, our position is that we do not have all one lineage. We agree. But in that lineage, there is a separation. Give me Genesis, the 25th chapter.
Okay, although there's
I'm gonna give you a whole nother example of people that came from the same womb at the same time, twins, that still was considered separate and two different nations.
Okay.
Because you have to understand
But they
God and you
still-
have to stop trying to play God,
they still
Felipe.
came from
You
the
don't
same
speak for
sack.
God and you don't even understand God. You know why? Because you've spread yourself thin. You've made yourself drunken with the philosophies of other nations and other doctrines.
That's your
and you have
perspective.
no. I'm telling you this. That's why you keep trying to speak for
that's
God.
your perspective, brother.
I'm talking.
that's
It's
your
on. It's
perspective.
on tape.
That's your perspective.
This
of
is
how
on
I
tape.
think. Okay.
Bring
That's
it
your
out.
perspective of how I think. You
21.
can't tell me how I think or I feel, bro.
This is the book
No,
of
no, no, no.
Genesis.
I
Tell me
can't
how you feel.
I can't tell you how you think
Or feel.
off of me trying to superimpose it, but I can take what you have actually said, and I can clearly tell you you have no understanding of the God of this Bible that you say you believe in, because you believe in the Book of Mormon.
No,
Bring it out.
This is the book of
He said
Genesis,
that-
chapter 25, verse 21.
Uh-huh.
And Isaac entreated the Lord his wife
Read.
because she was barren.
This is the same Lord that's spoken to Ezekiel, right? Isaac went to entreat of this God. Read.
And the Lord was entreated of him.
Uh-huh.
And Rebekah his wife conceived.
Read.
And the children struggled together within her.
Children were struggling within her. We understand this is more than one child. Read.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
So she went and asked the Lord this question, right? Why am I having these pains, right? If you've blessed me with children. Read.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
To what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
Same womb, 2 nations. Are they unified or are they separate? Huh? Separate.
According to the book.
According to the book. Right? What's your name? I'm Taz.
I'm Robert.
Robert, have we made anything up off of our own hearts? Felipe is saying that we are all human beings are one because God created us, yet we just showed him 2 places, 2 different places in the words of God where he's talking about separation. 2 nations, read it again.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in the womb, read.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated.
Shall be what?
Shall be separated.
How many times do we have to read it, Felipe, before you understand all people are not one simply because God created them? She's talking to God and God is telling her, I have put children, twins in your womb that are going to become 2 nations. 2 manner of people are going to be separated upon departing your womb. So do you still feel the way that you do, that we are all one because God created us? Okay, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Read.
And the people shall be, and Slakia. And the one people shall be stronger than the other
Go
people.
ahead.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Okay, give me Leviticus 20 and 25. I'm gonna show you another one. You got Second Ezra's? Old Second Ezra's. Bring it out.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 25. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean beasts.
Go ahead.
And between unclean fowls and clean.
Read.
And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground.
This is one way that God separated his children of Israel from other people. He gave Israel, right, laws, statutes, commandments. He gave them a code of conduct and a way of living of life. That's why they got the instruction to put a difference between clean beasts and unclean beasts. This is one way.
So you're saying
that,
those are the two separate beings, right? And, the clean beast and the unclean.
no, I'm not saying that those are the. I'm not saying that. I said this is one.
I'm asking.
I understand. This is one way that God has separated His people from other people is by giving them a way of life.
Okay, His people.
The way of life
other people.
is putting a difference between clean beasts and unclean, clean fowl, unclean fowl, clean things of the sea and unclean things of the sea.
Okay, so
everybody in the world, for all of us to be one, does not have that instruction from God. His chosen people are the ones that got that instruction. I'm gonna show you.
For all his sons and his daughters won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of they father, bloodthirstiest of our nation. Not for living water, waiting to put that work in. Hamashiach give us that order, prepare slaughter. For all his sons and his daughters won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of they father, bloodthirstiest of our nation. Not for living water, waiting to put this work in. Hamashiach give us that order.